Listen, before you watch this video, I need you to like and subscribe, man. The goal is to get as many college coaches to this platform as possible to get these kids scholarships. So in order to do that, I need you to like and subscribe to this video and even share it.
What up? How's it going?
What up, bro? What up? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
Doing good, man. Classes was straight?
Yes, sir. Did. Hey,
Yeah.
had to take care of it, but yeah, it went straight.
Yeah.
It went good.
Boy, you got the hair. You got the hair out, boy.
I'm trying to get it done. Hey, right after this, that's exactly where I'm
Okay.
going. I gotta get this tamed up, man.
Okay. So you reached out to me, kind of just want to do your, kind of just talk about your journey. I mean,
Yeah.
18, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? 18, you're a college coach. I think that's pretty dope, first of all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from, like, East Texas. Because I'm from East Texas as well. I'm from Glaywood.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, not too far.
Yep, not too far. But I just thought it was super dope just because at 18, a lot of boys, like, they try to, like, go chase that dream of, like, wanting to go hoop. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you can't hoop or nothing, but, like, you don't see a lot of 18-year-old boys really wanting to go, knowing that they want to go into that coaching field. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of going to talk about, like, why did you get into the coaching world so early? Then how did you even know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that journey. So tell me a little bit about you.
So it all kind of started just sophomore year. I was doing little dribblers, 8U.
Okay.
You know, coaching the coach's son, and then from there it was just me getting opportunity to go do something else, and just me not knowing that it's always someone watching. So I was doing 8U, and next thing you know, I was doing it for my school, my hometown, Chapel Hill High
Yep.
School. I was doing 8U, and then another coach, his son ended up playing. So he was like, "Hey, I coach in this Tyler Youth League. Can you come help us out?" And I'm like, "I've got to take opportunity while I can get it." So I took the opportunity to do that. I do that league. This guy says he has a son. His son, he coaches AAU. He's like, "Hey, I want to bring you on at AAU." So then it's just building up, stacking opportunities, starting with the little ones, the little 8-year-old kids, looking up. Now it's middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm back at my old high school, and I'm coaching in fall league. I'm doing skill development with them. So it's just the little things, just building onto it, and just taking opportunity when you get it. There's just always somebody watching you.
So did you ever feel a point to where you was like, I don't want to hoop, like I want to do this? Like, was your goal to actually, like, go play in college?
Yes,
Like,
so
was that?
absolutely. So my goal was to play in college, but I didn't take enough on it as myself. Like going to reach out to these coaches, going up their phone, getting on Twitter, sending out my email. I was kind of lazy,
Yeah.
you know. So I was kind of lazy. So then when I finally got the opportunity to, it just didn't happen. You know, it didn't happen, and it was very much a blessing in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with me, how I kind of got the student assistant job at TJC, I was a male practice player. I was just in there practicing, and then the coach was kind of like, Coach T, she was like, you know, I like your energy. So just her seeing me and then asking me if I wanted to do that. Next thing you know, I'm on staff at TJC, and then it's all a blessing in disguise. Everything's happening for a reason.
Got you. So you you playing for a pretty prestigious coach.
Oh yeah,
over there in TJC.
all of them are great.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, just kind of talk about, like, the dynamic of being able to go up under her wing. Like, she's seeing your energy, she's seeing what you could bring to the table at such a young age. Like I said, 18. A lot of dudes don't know what they want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just kind of stumbled upon an opportunity, but, like, you was in a sense prepared for your opportunity. So just kind of talk about just being able to play up under Coach T.
Yeah, so it's an amazing experience. A lot of it is just, you know, there are multiple coaches on staff. You know, we have Coach T, we have Coach Cass, we have Coach Jasmine, and then just seeing like how I fit into that role.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are a lot of coaches on staff, so a lot of it is just what does she need from me? Whether it's getting with the guards, whether it's just being on the bench and saying D up as loud as I can, just whatever is needed, just owning my own work. You know, whatever the job that I'm asked to do, no matter how big, no matter how small, just making the most out of it to the very best that I can.
Got you. And you're on the girl side, man. Like, kind of talk about that dynamic. you being young, you're on the girl side. Girl side is blowing up. You know what I'm saying?
It
Girl side
is.
blowing. Kind of talk about like what kind of funneled you in to the girls. I know you say like being a practice player, but like what was like the ideal of like, man, I want to be a practice player. Like,
So at first, it just kind of seemed fun, and then with me already coaching little dribblers, it was like now I can get in here and learn. So with me, it's just like I'm always learning. Like I'll go into the coach's office before practice even starts,
mhm,
and I'll just talk to them, just pick their brain, and then I'm a practice player in my mind, I'm just evaluating what can I add to what I'm already doing. You know, I do player development as well on the side,
right,
so just seeing the drills that we do in here, oh, I can take that. I'm finna steal that. So just being in there and just, I say I'm like a shadow. Like
hmm
I'm always just watching, just talking, picking somebody's brain, just trying to better myself.
got you. Where did you get that observant mind frame from? Like, what parent or homie or mentor? Like, where did you get that? Because it
I
seems like
think
you're very observant.
Yeah, I think I'm just part of it is just it's just me being hungry. Like I have a mindset that I tell the girls all the time, and I'm like kill, 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 and they're like, what does that mean? I'm like kill everything in front of you. I'm like if I see another student assistant, I'm like I want to make sure I'm more valuable to my program than they are to them. Like that's
Mhm.
just a mindset that I take and I carry, and it also comes to the other college coaches I know. I know a couple that I've met along the way, and then just talking to them, speaking to them, picking their brain, and it's just helped me grow so much.
Got you. You hungry, like, right? Where did that fire come from? Like,
To be honest,
what?
it's surrounding yourself in that environment. So I'm gonna pick on the staff at TJC because they're just so amazing. Like I'm gonna pick on Coach Cass. She just has this fire inside of her, and just when
Mhm,
you're around that so long, all of
mhm,
a sudden it's
right.
contagious. It's contagious. So now it's like you've been around this person so long. I've been around Coach Cass, Coach Mayfield down at Wiley.
Mhm,
Just being around those coaches, seeing how they operate, seeing their fire, it starts to inspire you and wants you to be better. So then it just comes down to I've got to get with the program.
got you. So, what kind of inspired you to like I said, I know you said like a little dribble, but like, what moment was it like? You was like, man, this is it. Like,
Yeah, it was kind of like so just going into senior year, just kind of knowing I wasn't playing at the consistent level that I needed to play.
mhm,
It's just knowing that I'm really not ready for just basketball to just be over. So being able to just step into something and coach and just like I said, just giving opportunities. Like a lot of opportunities I'm not asking for.
mhm,
They're just somehow given to me. And a lot of that is just my character. Just the
mhm.
way I speak, yes sir, no sir, shaking people's hands, looking them in the eyes. Just little stuff like that has just taken me a long way.
Got you. I don't know. Like, I'm putting pieces together. So, like, do you feel like a fire, that little bit of fire that you have from not actually like going to play basketball, like, do you feel like that is a part of that fire? Like,
Absolutely.
this is my opportunity to like really like I missed this opportunity, but I'm not gonna miss this opportunity.
Absolutely. It's just kind of that chase of like I've got to find a way to make my impact. I didn't get it as a player. I
Hmm.
better get it as a coach. I didn't get it as a head coach. I better get it as assistant coach. I didn't get it as assistant coach. I better get it as a manager. Just
Right.
finding what can I do? What can I bring? There's got to be something that I can do because I've got to do something. It's just I have that. I can't sleep. I've got to be able to do something. I've got to be able to bring something. What can I do?
Got you. Kind of talk about because I feel like you had to have some type of foundation at home in order to like have this mind frame, like saying yes sir, no
Oh
sir.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely. I mean, that comes down to just my mom, like how I was raised. Just
okay.
her being a single mother and being able to raise me, just saying, this is right, this is wrong. It comes down to your grandparents, just being in that strict. And then, with kids these days, you don't always see that.
Hmm.
So like a lot of people tell me I kind of got like a little bit of like old school
Right,
to
right, right.
me, but that's just how I was raised, just being around my mom, being around my grandma.
Got you. Got you. Yeah, I could tell like you got a good energy about you right now. You hopped on like you were ready to
Oh
go. Like
yeah.
I can hear in the way you talk, like just in your journey, like I said, like we call it the YN now. You know what I'm saying? Kind of
Oh yeah.
Wayans. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like it's super dope, bro. Like 18, you a college coach. Like what is it's mind blowing. Like
It's
when you
crazy
say
for
you was
me to think
18, because I'm
about it.
like, bro, 18? How you 18? You a college coach.
It's
Like
crazy for me to
even
think
though you
about
a
it.
student assistant coach, like I'm classifying you as a college coach. So like, what does an everyday lifestyle look for you as a college coach, a student, trainer, and being at 18? Like, you know what I'm saying? It seems like you got everything pretty much organized for the most part.
Yeah, I try to. So it kind of starts. Sometimes I plan my day. I kind of like to journal sometimes and just kind of write it out. But the way it starts is, I mean, I'll just wake up. I'll go to school. I'll take care of my classes, and then right after that, I'm with the women's program at TJC. So it's just whatever is needed done that day. Whether it's like post split guard work, whether
Mhm.
I'm just, hey, we just need you to go guard somebody and just turn them 94
Right,
feet. So
right.
just getting that done, and that'll range to about, I say about like 11:30 to 2:30, and then I'll have like a little break, and then like I said, a little bit of player development on the side. So then if I have the time between, maybe it's 4:30 to 8:30, maybe it's just 4:30 to 5:30, I'll get with my people in, and then with it now being AAU season, it's like I'm doing that, and then I gotta go travel down to Bullard. Let's go get with those kids down there. So it's
Mhm.
a lot, but I wouldn't want it any other way, because right now it's just me being able to learn, take what I'm applying from something else and doing it somewhere else. And what I've known is the good coaches that have brought me along
Mhm.
is it's all about the kids.
Yeah.
So good coaches aren't intimidated by me because it's all about the kids. If we all share a common goal, why wouldn't I want this kid around? So
Right,
that we
right.
can all better these kids. It's all for a common goal, a common
So
purpose.
seen have you seen the bad side of that? Like other coaches get jealous of you because you're so good or kids connect with you?
So I haven't really, like I said, I'm still young, so of
Yeah.
course I'm gonna see it. I haven't really a lot, and then I guess that's just to say me just surrounding myself with the right people, and I guess just my character. Like I said, just my character has just taken me a long way. I haven't got a chance to see that bad side. I know it's coming,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I gotta prepare myself. But yeah, just surrounding myself around the right people, and a lot of times these coaches are sometimes reaching out to me. So I think
Mm.
that's a big thing as well.
The college coaches or high school
The
coaches?
both college
Both?
coaches, high school coaches. Like as far as the AAU, it was the high school coach that reached out to me. As far as the TJC, it was the college coach that reached out to me.
Got you. So have you built like any relationship with college coaches since you've
Uh,
been at TJC?
so
Besides the one that you
I
work with?
have I have a little bit. I didn't mean to cut you off. I have a
Good.
little bit here and there. I'm still trying to grow. Whenever a coach will walk in, I'll kind of like
Yeah.
look at them. I'll see if I have to do a better job of speaking more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just stuff that I've learned along the way, is just speaking more, introducing myself. So I have built a small connection with these high school, with these college coaches,
Mm-hmm.
and it's steady growing. Like my thing is, I'm on social media a lot.
Got
So, and what I found, which is kind of crazy, is Facebook.
you.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, even though I'm a younger guy, Facebook is what the older people in the industry use a
Yep.
lot. So
Uh-huh.
just me networking on Facebook, it's kind of like, hey, you look familiar, and then
Listen, man, do you need college coaches on you early, late? It doesn't matter. I'm Coming University got everything for you. Posted twice a month, 16 plus thousand followers, 450 plus coaches every month. And we just dropped the app. I'm Coming University got its own app, own platform where we got every access to every coach in America, D1, D2, NAIA, JUCO. It don't matter what level you want to go to and what level are you good enough for at the end of the day. Book a call in the description and let's get you seen and let's get you.
they'll see what I have on, they'll see my hoodie, and then they'll kind of start talking to me. That'll spark a conversation.
Got you. Is that your brand?
This is my
Okay.
brand, yes sir.
Okay. What's it called?
Snotty Skills Lab. That's my last name, Andrew Snotty.
Got you. Okay. 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 So I'm guessing did you do the training first or did you do the coaching for or was it all like in one?
It was kind of all in one. It originally started with the training.
Mm-hmm.
The coach knew that I did training, so she was like, "Hold on, maybe he can stay after
Yeah.
practice and help our
Yeah.
kids." So that started to trickle in. But yeah, it ultimately started with the training. But I knew my goal was to coach, and I just think training was a way for me to kind of get my foot in the door a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to do that was just helped me along the way, and it's something I still do. And I think my biggest thing is I always want to learn. I'm always talking to people if I can. I'm always just steady learning. Sometimes I'll walk around and I have my little notebook and I'll
Yeah,
just jot stuff down. Just always willing to learn something.
got you. So you talked a little bit about you was lazy, like you know what I'm saying, like as far as like sending emails, social media, reaching out. Talk about because you're in the college world now. You know what I'm saying? You're in the college coaching. You know what I'm saying? So now you're gonna be out looking for these kids. Like, what
Absolutely.
is something that you can kind of tell a kid like, and you basically right in front of them. Like, you know, you're not too far ahead. Like, you're not 30, you're not 40.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm right
you're
there.
you
I'm
right
right
there.
there.
So you could actually like literally tell them like what what could they be doing to get seen more or get out there more? What situations should they be playing in based off your year at TJC? What the conversation y'all talk about with the coaches and stuff like that?
Yeah, a lot of it is just doing it. Just reach out. Don't be afraid. You're not always gonna get that hit back on Twitter when you
Mm-hmm.
email a coach. And there's always somebody watching. As far as like I've poked my head in a couple times and I've seen an athlete and I've texted like, hey, we might want to look at them. So just knowing that there's always somebody watching, and when you're playing, it's like, are you going for yours? Are you playing the right way? Are you moving without the basketball? Just taking pride in the little things is what's going to get these kids a long way. And then just introducing themselves. Like a lot of these kids have started to introduce themselves to me, and it's just everybody's going to
Mm-hmm.
know somebody. So it's always that. Just go up, talk to them, say something. Just
Mm-hmm.
go up to them. So a lot of it is just talking.
Got you. So why do you feel like you didn't have the desire? Because I feel like it's a lot of kids that's in that situation nowadays. Like they don't have the desire to like really reach out, or they think, oh, I'm good. They gonna find me, or they ain't coming to East
Yeah.
Texas. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
coach is not coming there.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, what do you feel like was holding you back? Like the desire to really like to do that part? Because I feel like that's a lot of kids.
Just feeling of entitlement, just being like, oh, or it's just or being complacent. I'm gonna put it like that. Just not going out there when you could, kind of being scared of the no.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather you take 50 no's than you get your one yes, and now you have your opportunity. So just not being complacent in the position that you are in now. Yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a big thing.
Got you. So what do you feel like what was your hardest thing in actually like getting into the coaching realm? Like what lessons did you learn from the little dribblers all the way up until to this point?
that I don't know everything. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I've found a little bit of success, and I just think I'm hot stuff. No, sir, you don't know everything. This isn't. There's still stuff. I get challenged every day. I'm being asked questions, and sometimes I don't know the answer.
Right.
But because I'm hungry, so as if you ask me this question and I don't know the answer, the next time you ask me that question, I'm gonna know it.
Right.
So just picking it back off of that, just can you ask the question one more time?
Um the from your journey basically from little dribblers to coach, like what was the lessons that you kind of learned in between
Oh yeah,
getting to where you at
yeah.
now?
Just realizing that it's gonna take more. It's not my. I think my biggest kind of slap in the face
Mm-hmm.
was this isn't little dribblers anymore. Like this
Mm-hmm.
is this is they move now. This real. It's real. Like it's not just little Timmy going up making one move.
Yeah,
Like you gotta
yeah,
look
yeah.
at everything. And also me is what's helped me grow a lot from that transition to little dribblers and just college is I watch film.
Mm-hmm.
I try to watch a lot of film. Wins, losses, I'm putting it in slow mo. I'm looking over it. I'm trying to watch film.
Got you. How do you feel like watching film like actually like helps a student athlete, you know what I'm saying, like get better as a player?
It shows you more. The eye in the sky doesn't lie. So it's like you'll sit there and you'll try to argue with me. And I'm like, a lot of times I've kind of gotten to a point where I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to pull up this film right here. We're
Yep.
going to watch it. This is the options that we saw. You know, you had your cutter, you had here. If you get in there and jump stop, just watching the film, telling them, knowing your different options, and just being more fundamentally sound will get you a lot more further.
Got you. So do you have kids that you film that you was like, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So with So I haven't personally been sent film, you know,
Okay.
because I just got my student account over
Got
at
you.
CJC. Now I have watched a little bit of film with the
Uh-huh.
coaches, and then sometimes we kind of look at each other like, we
Yeah.
don't want that over here, because we gotta take into context is, can we plug you in right now? As far
Mm-hmm.
as these kids, when it comes to recruitment, yes, you can play, but can you play right now? Like, yes, you're dominant on the ball right now, but when I bring you in my program, can you move? Not my program, but when I bring you into the program, can you move without the basketball? Can you play the right way? Are you being selfish? Is it simple? Is it a rip and go? Is it a jab and shot? Or is it just a whole bunch of Instagram drills and you get into the cup?
Mm-hmm. What is the hardest thing, like, when people talk about like scoring, right? Like, I feel like that's a big thing. Like, a lot of parents want their kid to score the basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you deal with it in youth and you deal with it in college. Like, what would you tell a parent, like, or a kid that wants to come in and score the ball? Like, that's what they want to do.
Yeah, it's just all about is it consistent, and is it the best look we can get? A
Mm-hmm.
lot of times, we've had parents that kind of just, Timmy, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Timmy's 45. I mean, Timmy's 12% from three, and we've got Johnny over here who's 45%. So just, I think a lot of it is parents have this unrealistic representation of how good their kid really is, and it's very hard to tell them that. But also, when we look into recruitment, is, are you selfless?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing. You hear a lot of programs say, "We over me." A lot of times, when it comes to scoring, we might not need you to score. I might just need you to make two people guard you and dish it to the open man or girl.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that is just, when you're scoring, is it the best look we can get?
Got you. So it's not necessarily that you can't score. It's just like we
Absolutely,
might not need to score in bunches like that.
absolutely.
Got you.
And
Um.
also just feeding our strengths. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if we've got a post player that's very good at the drop step, and she's drop step 4 or 5 times in a row, why would we go away from it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that's the hardest thing, trying to get these young kids to understand, is you don't really have to get yours. It is cool with, wanting to score that,
Right.
but you got to understand, we all share a common goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the hardest thing with these younger kids, is we all share a common goal, and that's to win. And how can we put ourselves in the best situation to win?
Got you. So you from East Texas, Chapel Hill. Is I'm from Gladewater. I know, like, the lack of exposure that it is in East Texas, especially in the basketball realm. Football, they got it. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Track, they got it. But why do you feel like kids don't use social media to their advantage in that area, to be able to get the looks that they need? Like, I see a lot of kids coming up here for travel ball, but they don't use, like, social media to their
I
advantage.
A lot of it is kind of like I said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
complacency. Just being okay in the situation that they're in. Maybe it's being scared of what other people are going to say.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we live in this generation where everybody always has something to say.
Right.
You have to promote yourself some way. So just taking the initiative. Not blaming people, because I feel like a way that I was is, I'm thinking that my coach is going to get me
Mm-hmm.
there. Yes, my coach is going to help, but if I'm not taking any initiative on my own, with me,
Mm-hmm.
myself, then it's not going to get done.
Got you. So where do you see the state of AAU right now, as a whole? Like, do you see it as, like, I mean, it's a good platform, of course, a good opportunity, but where do you see it as a whole? Like, with kids moving around, like I said, you're in that college space now, to where you got to look at it totally different, to where because you're coaching the AAU team, but you're also on the college side of looking in, trying to bring players to the program. So where do you see AAU right now, as a whole?
Yeah, I see it. I see it as great. The only thing that is kind of holding it back, and I'm kind of with this East Texas as well, is the ring chasing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're playing these little bitty tournaments in Tyler, Texas with these stacked teams, and you're ring chasing, blowing these teams out by 50 and 40. These kids aren't getting seen.
Right.
Go up there, go play in Dallas, go play in Oklahoma when you're ready.
Right.
The biggest thing about AAU is development, playing
Right.
against better competition. When you're ready, go play them Dallas teams, go play them Southern Assaults, go get that exposure that you need because if there's good teams, coaches are going to see.
Got you. You just spoke about development, right? So, what does development look like in AAU? Like, how do you get better in AAU if you're playing a lot of games? Like, what does that look like?
I think a lot of it is just iron sharpening iron.
Mm-hmm.
Just to steady play. I know we have some days with me where it's straight development, and a lot of these kids are missing just basic fundamentals. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that will just be, can we work on basic fundamentals today? What can I incorporate? Can we do some live play? Can you make decisions? Are we working on decision making? I think a lot of it is just putting the cones down and just playing against actual people. A lot of it is just
Mm-hmm.
playing games, getting more reps. It's all about reps. It's gonna fall down to how many reps are you putting in,
Got you. Reps as in gameplay, or reps as in like skill training.
and in it all, just
Got you.
skill training, gameplay, small sided games, 2-on-2, 3-on-3.
Mm-hmm.
You going to the park, you being 13, playing against 20-year-old men, just little stuff like that.
Got you. Got you. What is like the hardest thing with coaching the AAU team?
I think it's an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of just it starts with just knowing your kids, and I
Okay.
think that's where I kind of struggled at first. Is just knowing your kids and knowing how to adjust. There's no film. That you're not gonna sit there and scout somebody.
Right.
I'm gonna watch you. Before we play a little bit, but just being able to adjust, and it's more what I like because it's only gonna help me
Mm-hmm.
grow. Is it's more on the fly.
Got you. Okay. What do you have any? So you don't have like no what is it? I'm trying to say. You don't have like any kinfolk on a team or nothing like that. So you don't have to really deal with no family drama. What is the biggest headache that you got to deal with the parents though?
Like I said, just unrealistic expectations, and then
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I guess sometimes I don't know if I'm doubted because of my
Mm-hmm.
age,
Mm-hmm.
but at sometimes I just have that confidence because my resume is kind of starting to speak for itself.
Right.
And then you hear coaches say a lot. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then just who I know along the way has kind of helped me and give me confidence to not kind of always listen to these parents. Whether they're not that they do it in the organization that I'm in, but whether they're down you, just being confident in my own ability, I think, is my biggest thing, especially as a young guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just speaking up. Sometimes I'll explain a drill and kids are like, "What? Huh?" So just being able to just grow, constantly grow. Can I win the day? Can I get better?
Got you. What is your ultimate goal in this coaching space?
To be honest, it's wherever it takes me.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked about potentially going back to the high school level and wanting to coach at my alma mater at Chapel Hill High
Okay.
School, but it's a lot of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just right now, there's no set goal. It's wherever this takes me is how far we're gonna go.
Got you. What did you do to really seek out mentorship? Like you said, I think you said in the messages that we was typing, like um, how to why is it so hard to kind of get in the college space? You know what I'm saying? And you got in pretty early, so a lot of people got to go to college for 4 years
Uh,
and do this. Like feel like you got blessed. You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah,
the
I
end of the
did.
day,
I did. I'm one of the luckiest people on earth. I tell myself
yeah.
sometimes. But as far as my mentorship, I'm gonna brag on my guy at Wiley, Coach Mayfield. I
Mhm.
already knew him as a player,
Got you.
so a lot of that is just a lot of the coaches that I've been around and I've reached out is just they've been selfless.
Hmm.
So I knew him originally as a player he did some development over at Chapel Hill,
Uh-huh.
and then I started to get into player development myself. So I reached out. I was like, hey, can I just
Have you ever had the best socks in the world? Nope, you ain't. You don't know why you lying like that. Listen, ASG socks is the best socks in the world. Comfortable, snug fit, and you don't need to double sock them. Listen, the socks that the pros wear, these are ASG socks. Listen, man, buy two, get one free, plus free shipping. Less than $50, man. Use code I'm coming to get these socks. Get these socks today. Stop playing.
can I come rebound? I'm like, you don't have to show me nothing. You don't have to do like nothing is gift. Can I just come rebound? And
Yeah.
of course, like I'm a shadow. I'm always taking notes. So
Mm-hmm.
it kind of just started with that. And then before you know it, he was like, oh, well, you want to help run this camp. You want to come do this. So just following coaches on social media. I have my page with Snotty Skills Lab. It's straight basketball. If it's
Mm-hmm.
not basketball, I don't want to see it.
Right.
So it's just reaching out, just texting them, and just already knowing them,
Got
and
you.
just working your way up as well. Because I knew a high school coach. This high school coach knows the college
Mm-hmm.
coach. This college coach knows this coach. So just talking along the way.
So you think the power of networking?
Absolutely, the power of networking. That's a
Yeah.
big one.
Got you. What would you say you learned in your networking skills?
Uh, just to just get it out there. That's the biggest thing. It doesn't have to be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it out there. As far as me and my networking, like I said, I mean, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. I got to get my Twitter set. I don't know why I'm being lazy. I got to
Right.
get my Twitter set. That's a big one.
That's a
But just
boy.
that's a huge one.
Yeah.
But just getting it out there. I would just post drills of me, and I started with me training in a park.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hot, sweaty park and one basketball. And the basketball was too big for the little girl to even be using.
Right.
So it just started with that. I'm taking the video and then I posted it. And then now all of a sudden, two people see it.
Mm-hmm.
Two people, three people seeing it, four people seeing it, five people seeing it, and so on and so on.
Got you. Got you. What has been the most exciting part of this journey so far?
Just learning, just learning along the way, just being in that moment. We got a chance to go to the national. The conference championship, Region 14.
Right.
So just being there and just being able to soak it all in. It's like I'm really here. I'm not supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like I don't know how this happened. If you asked me a year ago, if you asked me 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, would I be doing this? I would have said no. So
Mm-hmm.
just along the way, just soaking it in and always trying to take something from the lesson that you're in or the game that you're in. Winning the day, always looking at something.
Got you. So we in a space of like mental health, right? How do you deal with the kids that may be going through something on the team or the team that you coach? Like, how do you handle that? And with you being such a young age, because that's something that you got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with that at the end of the day. You got to know like how to communicate with the kids or knowing what they probably going through at home, picking them up,
Yeah.
like have to, you know what I'm saying? So how do you kind of deal with that at such a young age, like when you ain't even lived life yet?
Yeah, a lot of that is just looking them in the eyes, assuring them,
Mm-hmm.
just letting them know like everything's gonna be okay. Like letting them know that sometimes this is what comes with it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, there are days that you're gonna face this. There are days that this is gonna happen. But just ensuring them and having to do that little bit of damage control.
Right.
Just assuring them. And at times it's hard. I struggle with it at times,
Right.
and I'm still learning about it, but it's just saying what's on my mind at that moment. And sometimes what's on my mind doesn't even make sense.
Right.
But I think just communicating with them and them seeing that and being vulnerable, me being vulnerable with them I think that just goes a long way.
Got you. So what advice would you give to somebody that wants to get into coaching or that want to go play at the next level? What advice would you give to them if they want to get into coaching or if they want to their dreams and aspirations is to play at the next level?
as far as playing at the next level is just take every opportunity you can get, whether that's you going to a camp, whether that's you sending out your film, you going to an all-star game of seniors, you got in the game for 5 seconds. Just take every opportunity that you can get. And as far as coaching, just go coach somebody, go volunteer. It's not always gonna start at the position that you
Right.
want. Just go help out that program in any way you can. As far as me, like I said, it was me being a practice player, just me helping that program every day, and I guess you can see that I was consistent with it. I'm like, Coach, when we got practice, I'm ready. Let's go, I'm ready. When we got practice. So just finding a way to insert yourself and do a little more. Like, although practice ended, I'm staying after practice and I'm helping rebound. Just little things. How can you help seeing the coach that is what they're doing? How can you help them right now on a consistent basis?
Got you. You mentioned consistent a couple times. Kind of talk about what consistency did for you and kind of what it can do for the next person.
It can get you so far. Just taking initiative to just want to do something and just being selfless. Like I said, doing little things like rebounding, getting in there, just maybe you're just helping clean up the gym.
Right.
Being consistent in your workouts. What am I gonna get better at today?
Right.
Am I working on 1-2 pull-ups? And am I doing 1-2 pull-ups? Am I making 10 or am I trying to make 30? Just being consistent and whatever you do so that you can be great, whether it's watching film, just being consistent in the little things and asking these coaches, what are they looking for? I think that's a big thing as well. What are they looking for as far as a player? As far as a point guard coach, what are you looking for so that you can be consistent, you can apply that, and so that you can help that program?
Got you. So are you a freshman there?
I'm a freshman, yes, sir.
Oh, so you okay. So what degree? What's your degree? What degree?
Kinesiology and then history major.
Okay. So first off, I want to say you got a good head on your shoulders.
I appreciate it.
Minded. One advice that I will say is just like I said, be consistent. Like I'm big on that. Be consistent. Always ask questions. Always ask questions. I said, if you don't ask questions,
You'll never know.
then you never know. So, but yeah, man, it's good talking to you, bro. Appreciate you reaching out. I think this is a dope thing. Like I said, you being 18, you're having a chance to be a college coach. Yeah. He's like one of the first. I ain't never known no 18 college coach.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty dope. But yeah, man, you got any questions for me or?
Let me think. I thought I had something written down, but no, I don't have any questions for you at the moment. But I appreciate you letting me talk on here, and then I thank you. I see what you do. I like it. You getting these out. I think first time I saw you was at Kilgore at one of the tournaments. It was
Okay.
an early season tournament. So just seeing that and just kind of knowing, manifesting like I want to talk to him one day. So just me finally having the initiative to do that. I just thank you for your time.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.
All right.
Hey, keep doing good things, big things. You gonna be special, dog. You gonna be special.
I'm
I'm
trying
always
to be.
rooting for my East Texas people,
I'm
bro. I'm always
trying to be.
for sure. But man, have a good day, and then I'll see you somewhere down the field,
You
somewhere.
as well.
All right, bro.
All right.